All right, you absolute freaking legends, you cracking humans. I don't know whether I should abandon cracking humans. Does cracking humans die with cycling, Maven? Don't know. Not sure about that one, but I thought I'd just do a vid. I haven't done a vid in how long now? Maybe a month, 4 weeks or thereabouts. And I'm sitting off to the side of this shot because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an update video and I'm going to list all of the topics down the side there. I've seen a few YouTubers do this and I actually like it. So that's what we're going to do. And heaps of people watch my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. In fact, it was just a way of me showing off my new YouTube t-shirt. The truth is we're losing subscribers daily. I'm going backwards in the subscriber scenario, but that's okay. That's okay. It's probably because I haven't been posting videos and maybe my content is just going south, but whatever. Things change. Things change. I've got a little man. I can actually see him playing in his little Alcatraz playpen. I don't know if I've done a lot of Instagram stories and stuff in the last couple of months, but I haven't really shown you guys his Alcatraz. I'm not sure if I've shown the YouTube crew Alcatraz yet, but that's his little pen. And he's made a couple of escape bids lately. He's not quite walking yet, but he can stand up in Alcatraz and actually push the whole prison around the living room, which is pretty amazing. You're so strong, aren't you?
He's going to lift it up and just...
How strong is he? Hey? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Yeah. Breaking out.
But what I've got is I've got my phone here with some topics that I'm going to talk about and just give you guys basically a life update, because a life update is a good video when you just want to come back in to making videos again. So where is it? And you've got to actually, I'm going to show you my setup here. This is the most makeshift setup you've ever seen. Just bear with me a sec. I'll show you my phone. So I've got my, I've obviously got the chair seated here. I've got my Rodecaster Pro set up there on a stool, tripod, camera GH5. This is just to pick up the sound. And then this is just some $20 IKEA light. So yeah, super makeshift setup. And I've got one of my Rode mics here just because the audio out of this thing on camera is pretty tears. So, and there's a big echo in this room. So, and don't mind Jack screaming in the background. He's experimenting with screaming. So that's really cool. I really enjoy that. All right. So I've put my phone down. So what's been happening? What's been happening in our lives? I've had quite a few messages from people saying, are you okay? Are you still alive? And yes, we're still alive. It's just that obviously priorities have changed now that I've got a little boy. And, you know, Hannah and I just spend family time together most of the time. We've been doing a little bit of family adventures occasionally. So I've been doing a bit of running with Jack, which has been pretty cool. Not so much cycling anymore, but I wouldn't say a lot of running either. Like the occasional run. I went for a run with him the other day, put the GoPros on the pram and just played around with the GoPro for a bit. And Jack is always so chill when we go for a run together. He's always sort of just laid back. He doesn't cry or anything. So that's always good. You know, if he started screaming and stuff as soon as we left the house, it'd make things pretty difficult. We've been doing some 1,000 steps up at the Dandenongs. So if you're not from Melbourne, you've seen me riding out at the Dandenongs 1,000 times if you watched the vlog before. And there's a thing called the 1,000 steps. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You basically just walk up the steps right to the top of the Dandenongs. And it's over near Devil's Elbow. So it's on the other side of the Dandenongs. And it is a fantastic little hike. We bought a special backpack to carry Jack in. So he sits up nice and high now. He can look over my shoulder. There he is, he's screaming away in there. But absolutely fantastic. I've actually got a little bit of footage from when we were out there 2 weeks ago. So check this out. All right, so we've arrived at the base dirt track. And then you've got the 1,000 steps, which starts over there. So how long's the actual 1,000 steps bit, H?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So yeah, that's what starts all the steps there. And here's the machine when it comes to the 1,000 steps. She used to come out here every weekend
So she knows what she's doing. I think we've just gone past the 50% point. I reckon I'm in the herd house. I reckon maybe 140 beats a minute. That's the herd house for me. This is hard yards. Obviously it depends on how fast you want to go, but there's little seats and stuff all the way. There's water at the top and the bottom. Little seat there. But yeah, doesn't matter how old you are or how unfit you are, there's plenty of places to stop. So if you're visiting Melbourne, come and check out the 1,000 Steps. Brought to you by Love Melbourne, Melbourne Tourism Board. I can hear the hustle and bustle of humans at the top, so I think we're here.
Yeah, we've been doing some vlogs here and there. Look, Hannah occasionally, in fact, pretty much most days when I'm not working, Hannah will say to me, "Why don't you shoot a vlog today?" Because she's always encouraging me to get back into the vlogging, but it's all about motivation, you know. Like, I'm not motivated at the moment to make vlogs, so I'm sort of starting these vlogs. I'm getting halfway through the day, and then I'm realizing, oh, I'm just not that into this. So it's been quite a funny month or a couple of months, but you know, who knows what's ahead. So here we are. Anyway, we're making a video. You could almost say this vlog is sponsored by Thule, even though they haven't paid me, but they've sent me some bike racks, and I was actually really excited about this because I was looking forward to getting some good quality racks. And really, I think Thule are the market leader in bike racks. So they're probably the best quality you can get. They are very easy to put on the car. Even me, I am not technically minded at all, managed to put the racks and mount them on the car. And there's different types. You can get roof racks, or you can get racks to go on the tow ball at the back of your car. And Thule even do backpacks and things like that. So I've tried the racks out a few times over the last couple of months since I've had them, and they're pretty good. One thing I do find is that having an SUV, it's harder to get up. The height is a problem, and getting the bike up onto the car. So I struggle with it, and you know, it's just a bit of an awkward scenario. I think roof racks may be better for SUVs if you've got the, you know, that rail that goes along the side of the car, something that you can stand on so that you don't actually have to stand on the door well. And otherwise for SUVs, probably the tow ball sort of version of the racks are probably better. Or if you've got a sedan, like a lower sedan that you could put the racks on. So yeah, not sure yet, but I've tried the racks a few times, and I've quite, you know, I mean, put it this way, the mechanism for holding them on the car is outstanding, and very easy to get on and off, and you can even lock all the locks so people can't steal your bike. So that's pretty cool as well. Now, I put a little question out to Facebook because one thing I've been super stressing about is every time I've got the bike on the roof of the car, we've got a garage out the back, and I'm always like, don't drive in the garage, don't drive in the garage, don't go through McDonald's drive-through, don't get chips through KFC drive-through. Anyway, I put it out onto Twitter and Facebook and said to people, hey, have you guys had any experience with this? And a whole bunch of photos came back. There was people driving in, mostly going away for the weekend and driving into, you know, hotel lobby areas where the roof's low and stuff, and just completely forgetting they've got the bikes on the roof. There's been a number of people who have had little techniques for reminding them. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest things is if you could set a location alert alarm on your phone to say, as you arrive home, don't drive in the garage, or something like putting something, I don't know. There's a few different techniques that people have adopted, but it's pretty tragic to know that there's people out there that have annihilated 2 or 3 bikes on the roof. And I suppose it is one of those things you can look back at and have a laugh. And I think it actually destroys the car pretty much as well. So don't do that. But yeah, much love to Thule for sending me out the racks. I really appreciate it, and they're absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be using them this weekend when I go up to the Ballarat Cycle Classic. So it's the Fiona Elsie Ballarat Cycle Classic this coming weekend in a week's time. And they've got a few spots available. So it's for a good cause. It's for cancer research. If you guys you're in Melbourne and you haven't got anything to do next weekend, come and do the ride with me. I'll be there. I'm an ambassador. I've got my ambassador top. So it'd be good to do some high fives and just to get back in a bit of Maven vlogging again at the event. And what else? So I've had a few questions, few emails and messages saying, what's going on with peaks training? Are you doing peaks? The answer to that is no, unfortunately. In December, I had a bit of a back injury. Look, the training required to do peaks is pretty hefty. Like peaks it's a big event. It's a and to do it well, you have to be training in the hills. You have to be doing some big rides. And I just wasn't really prepared for that in general, mentally. But also, I think the icing on the cake is in December, I had a bit of a back injury. It went on for about 3 weeks where I couldn't even get on the bike. I was battling to walk around the house. And I was like, in the end, I was like, nah, I'm defeated. So I'm not doing peaks. Mentally, I wasn't really into it either. I found that I was doing these really long rides and stuff, and I just wasn't really excited about cycling. So I've mixed things up a bit now. I'm now doing a bit more CrossFit and I'm doing a bit of cross training, and I've got a few goals in mind for this year for things that I want to do, but I don't want to share them because I'm finding that I'm sharing things like peaks with you guys and then I'm not following through with it and not doing it. So I don't want to continuously, not false promises, but just not follow through on stuff that I say that I'm going to do. So that's the end of that. So my apologies for anyone who was looking forward to catching up with me at Peaks. I potentially will still be going out there. I was really an ambassador for the event. And Peaks, we may still be doing a vlog just to showcase what other people are doing on the day, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still talking with them about that. But yeah, which leads me to the next thing, my mental health. A few people have asked me, how's my anxiety and how's my depression going? Look, it's been pretty good. Through December, I had with the back thing, I've got a thing about my health. And when I go into this cycle of health and my health, looking after Jack and who's going to look after Jack if I get really sick, and I start to get into this cycle of anxiety. And I really struggled through December, to be honest with you. I thought the back pain was not an injury. I actually thought it was pancreatic cancer. And don't get me wrong, there was nothing to indicate that I had pancreatic cancer, but in my mind, I thought I had pancreatic cancer. Like, honestly, sometimes I think I'm actually going loopy. And so mental health problems it can hit anyone. And I went and saw my GP and he said, look, dude, I think you need to go on Zoloft or some sort of antidepressant medication. And I was like, why? I don't feel sad. And he was like, well, you don't necessarily have to feel sad, but it can be a lack of enjoyment in things that you normally enjoy. And I can relate to that because obviously with cycling, I wasn't enjoying training for Peaks and stuff like that. So I was really having a tough time there's a lot of things that I look at that I used to do that I used to really enjoy, and I'm not enjoying them at the moment. So is that depression? I don't know. But certainly I don't really feel like I'm suffering from depression, but certainly on occasions I get really bad anxiety. And I just try to manage it with good diet and just get some sleep and get back into training and stuff, and try to do some CrossFit or some runs and just try to keep that consistent. And I think for me that works. I've resisted going on any drugs or medication, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's a funny thing. And it's one of those things that you just got to keep on top of. Anyone can can be hit with mental health issues, and as long as you're talking about it, I'm openly talking about it with you guys. I talk about it with Hannah all the time. I'll wake up and I'll say, I feel a bit anxious today, and she's really supportive. So, I don't want to turn this channel into a mental health channel because there's a lot of people doing that really well out there, but occasionally I'll share some stuff with you guys because I think physical health and mental health go together. All right, what else is happening? So CrossFit, I've been doing a bit of CrossFit. I'm back at Schwartz's CrossFit. Now, Schwartz's CrossFit is one of the most well-known CrossFit gyms in the world. It produces really top athletes, and Benji Schwartz is really well respected within the CrossFit world. I used to do CrossFit about 5 years ago. So I love deadlifts. I was the deadlift master. I think I've even got some footage of me doing 8 reps at 220 kilos straight. And so this is the footage here. So this was just one day. My 1 rep max was 250 kilos at the time. And this was 8 reps of 220 kilos. And so managed to get that done. But I think that was the last time that I worked out as a CrossFit guy. And then I got back into cycling. And then I did cycling for the next 5 years. But yeah, I love CrossFit. There's a lot of good memories there. It's a very social sport. So CrossFit's good if you want to go and mix, with a bunch of people and who are fit and like-minded and really look after their diets. And it's social. You can talk to people, you can hang out, you can have a laugh. I find with road cycling, it's not so social. You rock up to the North Road group ride, you don't talk to anyone. It's 5:30 in the morning, no one really wants to talk. And then you're riding along, you may have a short discussion with the guy next to you. And then you're doing 180 beats a minute for 20 Ks to get back into St Kilda, and then that's it. Everyone goes home. So I find at least with CrossFit I can go get more of a social thing, and I crave that because I'm a social guy. So I'm really enjoying CrossFit again.
165. Keep going, keep going. Oh. I can't. It's heavy.
The problem is I am still fat though. I think I've put on a little bit of muscle through the shoulders and through my arms and stuff since I've been back at CrossFit, but I'm still 90 kilos or thereabouts. And I've got a gut. So I'm going to try and at least do some cardio here and there, try and do some runs. I have a few goals around running and maybe even a half Ironman at some stage, but I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to share that with you guys yet because it may go to pieces and I may look like a dickhead again. Anyway, going back to Jack, the little man. So things are going very well with Jack. He's a year old this month on the 23rd of February. And so that time has flown by so quickly. We bought him a little bike, a little trike a few weeks ago actually. I was going to hold off until his first birthday to give it to him, but I couldn't help it. I absolutely was stoked to get the bike. It's a trike that you can convert into when he's a little bit older, it's a balance bike.
Kinderfeet.
Oh, Kinderfeet. So it's the Kinderfeet, but awesome bike.
Bamboo bike.
It is very easy to put together when it comes in the box, and everything feels quality. It's well constructed, it's well designed, and so we didn't get it for free. We bought it online. The first day on the bike, he was struggling a little bit. What he was doing was he was pushing forward but getting his feet caught under the rear wheels, and so he couldn't work it out to sort of move his legs forward. But on the third day of him trying, so every day we put him on, and on the third day of him trying, he just was normal. He was just motoring. He's steering it.
Good boy.
Good boy, Jack.
Good boy.
Mate, he's not even a year old. So we've been looking at childcare to put Jack in a childcare at least one day a week, and mainly for him to socialise with other kids, not so much for us. I mean, mate, we love it when he's here, when he's having a sleep. Hannah and I are literally twiddling our thumbs we can't wait for him to wake up. So we're so excited when he wakes up, and Hannah and I actually race each other and push each other down the hallway to get to him first. And so we have a lot of fun with him, but to put him in a childcare, I think it's going to be good for him just to socialise with other kids and to understand and to learn that you've got to be gentle and you've got to share and stuff like that. So we're considering that. It is quite expensive, I think. It's about $160 a day. So we might do 1 or 2 days a week. and then Hannah may go back to work. We're not sure yet. So we're still toying with that. We're saving to buy a house at the moment, and you can imagine saving money on a single wage is a tough gig, especially when, like for this place, we're paying $2,500 a month rent. So it's quite expensive. We put a bit of money in the bank and then we spend a bit, like the washing machine and the dryer are just about broken at the moment. So we're going to go replace them. So, it's like one step forward, two steps back financially, and it's doing my head in a bit, but money doesn't drive me. It never has done. It's not really my motivating factor in life. So I think I'm just really enjoying my family at the moment. And what else? A few people have asked me how my job's going. So my day job, for those who have just joined the channel or who are new to the channel, I am a surgical device sales rep by day. So what I do is I go into theatre with the surgeon, and if they need if they have any questions about the products that I sell whilst they're using them in theatre, they can just look over at me while I'm in scrubs. And for example, we've got a gun which you tack some device, right? And the surgeon might look over at me and say, how many tacks are in the gun again, Mark? Or, do I press it fast or do I press it slow? And so, there's a few things that we do in theatre, but I specialise in hernia operations. So it's all about hernias and it's all about keyhole surgery hernias. So I'm very niche in what I do. And as far as the job goes, I love it. I mean, it gives me the flexibility to go to work some days a little bit later. I can hang out with Jack. I can come home earlier. So it's a really flexible job for me, and it's reasonable money, for what I do. So I can't complain. So life's good. As far as the YouTube channel goes, yes, I want to still keep making videos. I want to, we'll test this format out. If you guys like this format, let me know, because we can do more videos like this. And I'm enjoying sort of just spending time with the family at the moment, but I do want to make more videos, and I want to keep in touch with you guys. I just don't want my channel to completely die. So stay tuned. And what else? Finally, we've got a beautiful entertaining area out the back of the house here. So Hannah and I bought a barbecue and an outdoor setting, and we're just going to have more family stuff and spend time with our real friends. We're really looking forward to that. So I set the barbecue up last week, mate. It was an absolute nightmare setting this barbecue up. We actually had to build it from scratch. Hannah came and helped me, and it took like 4 hours, but we finally got it together and lost screws and bloody... Anyway, I'm surprised the thing still works, but it does work. All right, legends. So after 2 hours, Hanny helped me out. She's standing over here. What do you reckon, 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours. We started about 4:30.
Make sure you come into the shop.
It's 4:30, so about, 2 hours.
Yeah, so we started at 4:30. It's what, 6:30 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 hours. We've finally got the bad boy made up.
Mostly.
Now is the time for us to test the gas and see if it doesn't actually explode. So if there's a massive explosion, we're going to get it on camera.
See ya.
We've got a really nice outdoor setting, and so we're going to have more real friend sort of get-togethers over here. I think with the YouTube channel and stuff over the last 3 years, I've neglected that. I haven't really been hanging out with my good friends as much as what I would have liked. So that's something that we're looking forward to. And look, as I say, as far as making videos goes, I still want to make some videos moving forward. It's just a matter of when and what I do them about. Obviously, I'm not going to do cycling as much as what I have done in the past, but I may do commentary videos. Like I may do cycling commentary, talk about racing. I may just do general commentary videos. Let me know if you like this format with all the topics down the side, and I can do more update videos like this, whatever, legends. But the main thing is, I hope you're all well. I hope life is absolutely fantastic for you. If you have liked this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notifications button, because that's important too, and make sure you like the video, because it does help. It does help the video get noticed. So until the next video, you absolutely freaking legends. Love you all. See you then.
With it here and there, here, there, everywhere. No. Old McJack had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had lots of kisses, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, everywhere.
You're a happy little boy, aren't you? You're a happy little boy, aren't you? Come here. Come to Daddy.